This is Joe Malone, and we are talking Mason City Toros hockey with the head coach, Nick Bruneteau. It was a good weekend, picking up 2 out of 3 games played, and one of those was a split against Granite City. Your thoughts on the Toros' performance this weekend?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Joe. I thought the boys played well. They played hard. We're playing good hockey at the right time, so it's one of those things where Granite's obviously had a ton of success here. So to have those 2 competitive games, get a win Friday and a close one Saturday, I think we're peaking at the right time.
Yeah, it was with the win on Friday night, 11 in a row. I mean, you talk about hot, that's hot.
Yeah, and you look at those games. There's been contributions from so many different players, and that's the encouraging thing. We have depth. Different guys have stepped up different nights. And
Cullen Hogan with a hat trick on Friday night, part of the 6-3 win. Cal Levis with 4 goals. Could have been more, but was 4 goals in the 9-4 win on Sunday afternoon. That's impressive to see.
Yeah, it's just great for those guys. And, you know, the great thing about both those players is they're so good elsewhere in other areas. You know, Hogan's been so good for us on the faceoffs. He's one of the top centers in the league. And Cal's he's probably our heartbeat of the team. So his energy is it spreads throughout the room, and both of those guys have been big pieces for us, not only last year but this year as well.
Now, next up is Alexandria. What do you see going into that weekend series? Because so far it's a split, 3-3.
Yeah, we've played 6 games. All 6 have been really tight. A couple overtime games in there. They're a depthy team. They've added 7 NA guys down the stretch, and they swept Granite 2 weeks ago. So similar to us, I think they're playing their best hockey here in the end of the season, and that's not a light task, but it should be a good weekend series and a good playoff series.
Now, if third place is what it is when Saturday and Sunday roll around, do you rest some guys up and get ready for that next weekend against Alexandria? Do you hold your cards close to your vest? I'm not sure that you can keep a lot of secrets this late in the season as far as what you're trying to do.
Well, we're not going to tell you what we're going to do, Joe. But no, but it is one of those tough things where, you know, you want to make sure guys are in rhythm going into the playoffs, but you don't need any unnecessary injuries or guys missing the games that actually matter. So that's something as a staff we'll huddle up about, and we'll try and take that day to day.
Okay, and your confidence level as we get ready for the playoffs in just a couple of weekends?
Well, I'm extremely confident in our group. We know that this is the strongest division in the league, so you never know what can happen. But we're, like I said, we're peaking at the right time. We have 4 lines, 6D and 2 goalies. So doesn't matter who we put out there. We have all the confidence in all those guys.
Head coach Nick Bruneteau of the Mason City Toros. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.